Well, greetings everybody. Dave Baker from District 17B, which is most of Candiac County, sitting in my office here, room 387 at the State Office Building. We have about 25 days left in the legislative session, and we are wrapping up a very long week this week. As I prepare to head home this weekend to Willmar and Candiac County this coming weekend, we're tired. A lot of our members are tired from, honestly, we've been on the House floor from 9 a.m. to about midnight every day this week. What happened this week was just a lot of the big omnibus bills were passed off the House floor, and largely very little to no support with the House Republicans because of the amount of spending that was going on so many of these bills this week. We heard education, K-12 education. We heard a Health and Human Services bill that was 1,200 pages long. It weighed over 12 pounds, and it was the largest single bill in Minnesota state history on a single issue. Now, there were some good things in a lot of these bills. We also had bills like transportation, Health and Human Services, which I mentioned, housing and energy were in some of those bills. My biggest heartburn about a lot of these bills is just the amount of spending and the tax increases that are coming. I can't have that kind of spending and tax increases on so many people in Minnesota when it raises about $12 billion in 4 years. To me, we've got a surplus in our state, which tells us we're already getting enough money in our current reserves. Do I want to see better roads and transportation? Of course I do, but a 20-cent gas tax is too much. Do I want to see better education for K-12 teachers and the promotions and the programs we do there? Of course I do. But we can't fix it all in one biennium, and I think having a good, strong education bill is really important. The one that I didn't vote for was just too much for our state to handle. When I look at the down the road, we call them the tails, what's that's going to cost to our state taxpayers in the next few years. We're going to get these now bills off the House floor over to the conference committee with the Senate so we can start matching up our bills. My anticipation is that I can support a lot of these bills when they come out of conference committee, which shows a lot of bipartisan support because we have a Republican-led Senate, a Democratic-led House. We need to all work together to make sure the best is for rural Minnesota, for me and my district, and that is good for my residents, for education and transportation. Energy is super important. I did, however, support the ag bill that came off the House floor today. They had a lot of really good stuff in there for farmers, some better tax credits when there's some school referendums and state support for those kind of things. There's some better help in there for mental health for our farmers. We have never seen since the 1980s a more difficult, trying time for our farmers. We've got to do more for our ag community right now, and this is a key moment in our state history to help our farmers as much as we can. So right now, again, we've got 25 days left of a very busy session. I'm going to head home later today and make sure that things are working well at home for us. We've got some meetings back there. We're going to be back here Monday morning to continue our work to get the rest of the bills off the House floor. We're going to be busy, and we're going to continue to work for balance, good policy, but we don't want to take any more money than we absolutely have to. So I will continue to fight for conservative values to make sure that we're not spending anything more than we absolutely have to. And with that, I'll check out this week. I'll have another update for you at the end of next week as well. So thank you for tuning in. I love to give you these updates with this quick little video, and have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Thanks.